What's going on? It is Craig Bennett, aka CashKeg, here with another PrizePicks video. Hope you did well yesterday. We smashed those Desunmo bets yesterday on assist points. Kyrie got us there on over assist as well. So it was overall a good day for me, especially hitting those power plays, man. Those 2 and 3 play power plays are the sweet spot to me on PrizePicks. So if you don't have an account, head on over there, use promo code DFSArmy, get 100% match deposit up to $100. Use that link below. But for that, hit that like button for me. You guys have been fantastic. I love everybody new coming in here. Love all the comments. Hope they've been helpful. Answer as many of them as I possibly can. But yeah, leave that comment if you want to know one of the favorite picks. It's a small 2-game slate, so don't go crazy here. I got a few that I like, but I'm not going to go crazy on a small slate like this. But let's jump right into it, and I'll talk about the ones that I do like. All right, as you can see, I have the PrizePicks.com site up in my background here, and we're going to talk a little bit about it and some of the picks that I do like. I just got 3 here that I picked, but we'll talk about all of them. It's a 2-game slate. Again, when there's slates small or smaller size, don't play crazy because it's a lot harder to find value. The bigger slates like tomorrow, we have a massive, I think it's a 12-gamer. We'll be able to find more of these. I waited to put this video out later around the afternoon so I could get the fantasy points scored, because when I get these out at like 6 o'clock in the morning, all we have is points, rebounds, assists, and 3-pointers. They don't have fantasy points or free throws made. So I like to get them out early, though, because we can take advantage of some of these lines. And I noticed one already that we're going to talk about here. D'Angelo Russell over 6.5 assists. Now, this was 6 this morning, and when I wish I would have jumped on it. But again, he's done really well in this, even with Pat Bev back in the lineup. We talked about this. He's went over this mark a bunch of times. He's went over this mark 4 out of his last 5, and he's went over this mark 6 out of his last 8 times. He's went over this in double digits. So, I think we just go right back to well here, going up against the Knicks. Again, small 2-game slate, got to have some edge. I think this is a one where we just continue to attack here. So I like him. The next one we got is R.J. Barrett over 32.5 fantasy points. Now, if we go look at the thing and see fantasy points against a small forward, Minnesota is 5th worst in the league. So they're towards the bottom of the barrel here, giving up fantasy points against a small forward. So R.J. Barrett has actually just been absolutely on fire. He's put up 40, 38, 41, 42, 33 fantasy points over his last 5. So he's cleared this over his last 5. I think this number is too low. He's playing massive minutes, playing really well. On a 2-game slate, I'll take the over here, just going by the numbers and how well he's been playing. And the last one I have up in here is very sketchy. If I was going to play a power play, I feel the best about Barrett and Russell. This one makes me nervous. And it's Steph Curry under 48 fantasy points. And there's actually another under that I like for him as well. And that comes to regular point, or is it? I'm sorry, it was assist. That was one that I liked for him as well. It was the under 6 assist. So both those, but under 48 fantasy points or under 6 assists. They're going up against Detroit, double-digit favorites here. I'm kind of guessing, that they kind of blow him out and they're not going to need him in the 4th quarter, right? Now, they've struggled lately, and I can see Curry just coming out and putting up a monster game as well, so it makes me nervous. But if you look at this under 6 assists, he hasn't went over this mark in only once of his last 5 games. So he's had 2, 4, 10, 5, and 5 assists here. So he hasn't went over this mark the last 5 games. So, and then fantasy points, same kind of thing. 26, 29. He went over it 57 against Memphis, but then 39, 30, 28, 48, 27. So I just kind of lean the under here. It makes me very nervous to even mention that, but that's where I kind of lean the under for him for that. Look at a few other ones here. When we look at the points, going up against the Knicks, we got Cat and Edwards. Both those seem a little low. Same thing with D'Angelo Russell. Again, that one seems a little low as well. Now, he missed it last game against Golden State. We only played 22 minutes, put up 7 points. But D-Russ before that's put up 29, 18, 22, 27. So he's crushed this a lot lately as well. I feel a little bit more comfortable about the assists, but I don't mind over on points as well as that one. Again, this game should be more competitive with the Knicks and Minnesota. So this is kind of where I would look if you are looking towards playing some guys more than the Golden State Detroit game, where probably is not going to be as competitive here. So it's not that I'm really looking at loading up in that game, but in this game here, I don't mind taking some chances at these guys. If we look at Ant for fantasy points, Minnesota is again fourth worst in the team by giving up fantasy points to shooting guards, and they're also bottom 10 giving up real life points to shooting guards at 22.11. So I kind of lean Ant here with the matchup if we're going to look at points with D-Russ, and that's where I kind of look at that. But again, small 2-game slate, just a few of the ones that I do like. If we're going to look at Looney, I was looking at his rebounds a little bit. His rebounds were at, I believe, at 7.5. Yeah, 7.5. And he's went over that quite a bit as well. If we look back at his last, 5 games, he said 12, 12, 7, 6, and 18. But again, more of a risky play for me, especially if this blows out. They might not use him as much. But going up against Stewart, they might want to use him. If it's a competitive game, I think he goes over it. But in this game, that's why I don't want to take a lot of these guys, because it does make me a little nervous. So again, small two-game slate here. We'll be back with another video early for the tomorrow's slate. That's big, but I wanted to keep cranking these videos out. Each one of you guys to subscribe or like the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. Again, if you haven't, please do that for me. And again, if you have a pick that you like, you want to talk about it, man, leave a comment in the comments. I will get to it, answer the best of my ability, and hopefully help you win some money. And if you don't have an account, again, head on over to the DFSArmy, use that promo code DFSArmy. Use that link below. Get that 100% deposit match. A lot of fun doing this. And again, I will see you on the flip side. Deuces.